Hello friends, today I'm gonna tell a story about Ramayan, which I just recently read from the book New Horizon, book number 7. This story is adapted from Ramayan. The story title is How a Curse Came True. So before I jump into the story, I would like to give a small introduction. So Raja Dashrath was king of Ayodhya. He had 3 wives and 4 sons. His elder son name was Ram. So let's go into the story. So Rani Kaikai, one of the Raja Dashrath's wife, had told his elder son Ram to go in Vanvas for 14 years. Hearing that, Raja Dashrath felt very unpleasant. He started feeling sick. He was under the weather day by day. Rani Kaushalya, mother of Ram, came and explained Raja Dashrath that if he's willing or requesting to see Ram for once, he'll never come back to Raja Dashrath again. But stubborn Raja Dashrath, he just wanted to get a one glance of his elder son named Ram. Raja Dashrath soon started thinking something in his mind. Seeing this, Rani Kaushalya asked Raja Dashrath, saying, "Oh my king, are you thinking something? If you're comfortable, then you can share that thinking with me. Maybe your heart feel unheavy." Hearing this, Raja Dashrath didn't said anything for few seconds. And soon he said, "Rani Kaushalya, a year back ago, I committed a sins. I didn't did it intentionally. It was just accidentally. I didn't meant to do that sins at all." Hearing this, Rani Kaushalya went very shocked and said, "What was the sins, Raja Dashrath? I just wanted to know." Raja Dashrath again kept quiet for few seconds. And he smiled weakly and said, "Actually, a long year back ago, when I was announced as new king of Ayodhya, I felt very happy. And from childhood, I loved to go for hunting. So on that day, I thought I would go in a dense forest for hunting. So I went into the dense forest deep and deep for hunting. And one deer caught my attention. I don't know why, but seeing that deer, it seems like attraction. I was attracting towards the deer. So I started chasing that deer. But my bad, that deer was too fast to run away and hide somewhere. So I was also tired. So I sat near a bank of river named Sarayu, which was in the dense forest. As I sat there, I just felt the nature and environment around me. The surrounding of me just felt so pleasant to me. The mud was so wet because of rain, and the smell of mud was very pleasant to my nose. And when the wind was blowing, when the air was blowing, the trees were making such a pleasant sound that made me feel like children were playing around happily. And about the mountains, because of the sunshine, the mountain's peak was shining so brightly like a diamond. And the sound of a peacock made me feel like such a pleasant song to my ear. For a moment, I thought I should just leave Ayodhya and live in the dense forest forever and after. Then Rani Kaushalya interrupted Raja Dashrath and said, "Oh my king, did you sleep there?" Raja Dashrath said, "No. What a hunter who sleeps when his game may be near." Rani Kaushalya again started listening to his tale further. Raja Dashrath continued his tale further and said, "As I was relaxing there, I suddenly heard something in the water. I thought it was that deer who caught my attraction, who is drinking the water in the river. So without thinking twice, I just aimed my arrow and shoot it in air." Then Rani Kaushalya again interrupted Raja King and said, "Did your aim just went somewhere here that it just went to the correct aim?" Raja Dashrath said, "No, I was very skilled in archery. Archery was one of my best hobby that I ever had. So alas to my skill, it went to the correct place, the correct aim that I was founding. But again, my bad. As I went there, I heard a groan of a boy. He was shouting for help. He was seemed helpless and lifeless on that time. Seeing this, I felt very guilty and sad. The boy named Sindhu. I went towards him and took his head on my lap and said, "Oh, my dear boy, I know you didn't harm me or never tried to harm me or thinking about harming me, but still I committed a sin towards you. Please forgive me. How about I give my half kingdom to you? How about I give half kingdom to you? Or how about I give my whole kingdom to you?" Hearing this, Sindhu's eyelid weakly opened and said, "Oh, my dear king, I don't need your kingdom at all. I just want you to give this water to my blind hermit parents. They are dependent upon me. And so I want you to give this water to them and draw in their mind that his son Sindhu did forget to give him the water." So, hearing this, Raja Dashrath said, "Okay, I'll give this water to your parents and I will treat them that like they were my own parents." Then Raja Dashrath again said, "Tell me something more. Give me some orders that make me feel like, yes, you have forgiven me. Give me orders. Just give on giving me orders." Hearing this, Sindhu said, with his shaken and weakly smiled and said, uh, "Raja Dashrath, I just requesting you something." Hearing this, Raja Dashrath said, "Yes, keep ordering me. Just keep ordering me." Then Sindhu again said with his shaken voice that, "I saw many kings coming to hunt in this forest. As I was born in this forest, so these all animal, birds, plants, all are my friends. But when I see different king coming from different kingdom for hunting these animals, these friends of mine, I felt very sad. So I just want you to promise me that you'll never hunt any of the animals, nor in this forest, neither in any other forest." Hearing this, Raja Dashrath said, "Sure, my son. Sure, my boy, I'll never hunt any of the animal, neither in this forest nor any other. Nor any another." So that's it. Sindhu died on the spot, and Raja Dashrath felt very saddened. He took the water for Sindhu's parents who were blind. As he went there, he started giving them water. And Sindhu's mother felt something different in her body. She just felt something unusual to her. She said, "You're not my son. Who are you, dear? And where is my son?" Hearing this, Raja Dashrath felt out of words. He was lacking for words. He was very speechless at that moment. Hearing Sindhu's mother's words, Sindhu's dad said, "Oh, who are you? You are not my son, so where is my son?" Again, Raja Dashrath again felt very, 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 very guilty for hearing their words. He took few minutes break and said, he stopped for a few minutes and said, "Actually, I did the biggest sins of my life. I committed a sins that may be not forgiven for me by you all." Hearing this, his father said, "What sins you did, my dear? I just wanted to hear that. And what about my son Sindhu? Is he okay? Is he fine? Where is he?" Hearing lots of questions, Raja Dashrath again felt very guilty towards Sindhu's parents and Sindhu. He was very frightened and very feared that what should he say to his parents. He gathered some courage and said, "Actually, I killed your son by my own hand. I didn't do it intentionally. It was just an accident." Hearing this, Sindhu's parents felt heartbroken. Their heart started in pieces and they started crying on the spot. Seeing this, Raja Dashrath again felt very guilty. And Raja Dashrath somehow felt very sad for Sindhu's parents as they were blind and hermits. And suddenly, Sindhu's mother got angry hearing Raja Dashrath's words. She said, "As I'm caving for my son, and we would depend upon my son. He was the only resources we were living for. He loved us a lot and we loved him a lot. and I'm just giving for his one glance or one look. He'll never come to me, as I know that. So I curse you that your son will also leave you, Raja Dashrath, and he'll never come back to you. And if you will willing to see his one glance, he will never come back to you. And you will be taking a last breath at that moment. Hearing this, Raja Dashrath somehow felt very happy instead of feeling sad. He, Raja Dashrath, thought for a moment that he had no son, he had no children either. So if this curse has to get fulfilled, so his son will take a birth in this world. That means his son will be take a birth in his world. So thinking of that made Raja Dashrath very happy. So he just ignored the curse that was given by Sindhu's mother. And Rani Kaushalya was listening to Raja Dashrath's tale very carefully and attentively. Rani Kaushalya somehow felt very sad about what Raja Dashrath did in his past. Raja Dashrath then continued and said, "So I know that very well, that now I'm willing to see my son. I'm just willing to see his one glance on me before I die. But I know he'll never come back to me, as it's a curse given by Sindhu's mother." So at that moment, Raja Dashrath continued and said, at that moment, Sindhu's dumb company and the best company made me feel like he was my own brother. I know the situation was not that well, was not that good for meeting us, but still Sindhu's dumb company made me feel like he was my own brother, to whom with whom I just started to give my whole kingdom to. And also there were few things that few times just I sat down a stream flowing down the water. Heard lots of animals coming there for drinking water. I sometimes just tried to aim them, but then I recalled that I had promised blind parents' son Sindhu that I'll never hunt any of the animal. One day a leopard came and attacked on me. He fenced on me, but I somehow I didn't harm him and just saved my life. I didn't use any weapon on that leopard, as I promised Sindhu that I'll never hunt or never kill any animals. So that's it. That's the how love knot such a tight knot that we might not feel, but our heart might feel that. Thank you, friends. If you love my this story, so just please like, share, and subscribe my video. So I'll keep uploading such nice video in my YouTube channel. Thank you.